Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Tessa. I'm so glad that you guys are joining me today. As I had last week, a special guest with me. I'm going to bring that special guest back. My mom is coming back. We are doing part 2 of our Brazilian party appetizers. What are we doing for them this week? Tell them.
We're making pão de queijo,
which are a cheese bread, so Brazilian cheese breads, and they're delicious. What else?
and the kibe.
And we're making kibe, which are beef croquettes. So if you followed us last week and you made it, you know that you were in for a treat. And this is just 2 more that you can add onto your appetizer menu for your parties and your gatherings. So guys, here are the ingredients. Here's what you need. Let's get cooking. Alright guys, so we are going to start off with the kibe, the beef croquettes, but because we need to kind of preset this and let it sit for 40 minutes, we're just going to show you what we're doing first. So we took our bag of our Bulgar wheat, okay, this is exactly what you need to find, and then you're going to measure it off to see how much it's going to give you. So go ahead, Mom. She measured off 2 cups for right now. And whatever you put from the Bulgar wheat is what you're going to have to add with water. So we measured out 2, and we just want to see how much that bag is going to give us right now. So it looks like the bag gave us 3 cups, 3 full cups of the Bulgar wheat. So that's what we have here. So this way we know how much equivalent of water we need to add. Now what are we doing? Room temperature water? Hot.
It's gonna be boiled water.
Boiled hot water. So since this bag gave us 3 cups, we're going to do 3 cups of the boiling hot water. And what do we have to do with this?
We're gonna have to let it sit for about 40 minutes.
Okay. So while this
30
is
to 40, whenever it's dry, the
Bulgar wheat is going to soak up the water, basically.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So we're going to let it sit for about 30 to 40 minutes until it's completely absorbed all the water that we've added to it. And while we're doing that, we can then go ahead and get our other Brazilian party appetizer ready. So we are ready to move on to our pão de queijo, which are our Brazilian cheese breads. We are going to do all of this in the blender. So this is the easiest version that you can do. Okay, you're going to need 1.5 cups of milk. So we're going to go ahead and add that. You're going to blend everything together. So this is going to be very easy. You're going to put 1 cup of vegetable oil. So you had 1.5 of milk, 1 cup of vegetable oil. You're going to add your 3 eggs. Alright, you add your 3 eggs. Now go ahead and top it off. Let's blend that for a few seconds. Okay, now that we have blended all of our liquids, we're going to go ahead and add our starch. Okay, it has to be tapioca starch. Now the one that is sweet. Okay, this one says sweet. Make sure that it is it's basically a yuca flour, but it has to be the sweet kind. Okay, so we're going to add 2 cups of that. There's 2 cups here, and we're going to have to add half more. And now we can go ahead and add our 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and then we're going to add 1 cup of shredded mozzarella. So we have our grated Parmesan. I'm gonna add our 1 cup of mozzarella, and if anything is on the sides, you can go ahead and push that down. Make sure everything blends very nicely. Okay, we preheat our oven to 350, so that is ready to go. We have our 1 cup of mozzarella. I'm gonna add that now. Get everything out the insides, loosen everything up so that we don't miss anything. Alright, and now we're going to blend this. Alright guys, so you're going to need a mini muffin or a mini cupcake pan, and then you're going to line it with some baking spray. It already has butter and flour on it, and we're going to fill these halfway. Remember, this is a bread, so it is going to rise. So I'm just going to start like that. What do you think, Ma? That's good?
That's great.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and fill these up. Remember, they're going to go in your oven 350 for about 25 minutes and you're gonna check on them, okay? If they have a nice light golden brown color, you know that they are ready to go. Alright guys, so we are going to go ahead and move forward on our next step of our kibe. We're going to get all this chopped up. We have 6 cloves of garlic, we have about 3/4 of a medium onion, and half of the sprigs of cilantro that you can get in the supermarket. And we're going to go ahead and put all of these ingredients into a bowl, mix it together with our raw ground beef, okay? And that is going to be the second part of our mixture that is going to be the base of our kibe. So we just can do all these things, finely chop it, because remember, this is going in raw, you're not cooking it into your ground beef. So you want to make sure that everything is pretty much finely chopped. Remember, you can get all of this done and prepared because your beef croquettes, the mixture with the Bulgar wheat and the water, is sitting for about 30 to 40 minutes until it soaks up. Alright guys, so we are ready to work on our kibe, our beef croquettes. As you can see, we let it sit for about 30 to 40 minutes and the Bulgar wheat soaked up all of the boiling water that we put inside. So you should have a grainy mixture. And we have all of our onions, our cilantro, and our fresh garlic chopped up. And that is going to go inside. And Mom, go ahead and tell them what our next step is. We're taking our raw ground beef. So our raw ground beef is now going to go into a bigger bowl. Go ahead.
So now you're gonna put first the...
A little bit at a time?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Remember, we have a lot over here, so... Maybe if you're just gonna make it like, you know, for less people, you can do it like a half of the recipe.
Mix that in, and now we're gonna take our raw ground beef. This is usually done with beef, but you could use ground turkey as a substitute, maybe a healthier option.
I would think so.
I definitely think that you can do that. So that is a healthier option if you needed to.
Never try myself, but it will integrate like just like the meat, the beef does, you know. Let's put half of this.
All right, so we're gonna put half of our container of ground beef. We're gonna mix this up, and we're going to add a tiny bit of our adobo.
We're gonna have to season it good.
Gonna add a little bit at a time because we do not want this over seasoned, okay? So kind of eyeball it and coat it a little bit like that, and we're gonna stop right there. And just keep mixing this up. You're basically, this is it. This is all you have to do for your kibe, your beef croquettes. And we're gonna make these into a football shape. All right, that'd be the best way to describe it.
Yeah, that's it.
Little footballs. You basically just want to put it together in your hand. And then you just want to shape it like this into a football. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like we said before with the part 1 of our Brazilian appetizers, you can freeze these, make these ahead of time and freeze them, shape them like a football and give it a pointy shape on each side. Okay, and pretty much that's it. And then we're gonna fry these, deep fry them. So we're gonna go ahead and make our batches. That is a regular size one. I'm gonna show you a little bite size if you wanted to do these like we did the other appetizers for your parties or your holiday get-together, so you can impress your guests. This would be your small party size compared to a larger one right there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, set these up, and then we are going to fry. We are done with our beef croquettes. We made about 50 of these. So if you, these are the regular size ones, remember we did say, if you are going to do the party size, okay, the bite size, it's going to be half of this, and you can definitely make 100 out of that one bag of Bulgar wheat. So we were able to make 50, and we're gonna freeze some of these, and we would leave it like this. Okay, put some parchment paper on this, put it straight into your freezer, let it freeze like this first, and then transfer it into a Ziploc bag. Otherwise, you're going to lose the form of the actual kibe, the beef croquettes, and you're going to end up smashing them together. So if you are going to freeze them, just cover this with some parchment paper, freeze it, and go ahead and do that. And we're going to fry some of these and show you guys what it looks like. All right guys, so these came out of the oven. Look how beautiful these are, nice and round. The key for this is to basically just go by gauging your oven temperature. So we went at 350 for 20 minutes, but if you know that your oven goes a little higher than usual, you can go at 325 for about 18 minutes. Just gauge it. This is basically the color that you want, okay? You want this nice little golden color right here, and they should be a nice little darker color on the bottom, but not too dark. Keep it on the middle of your oven tray and not on the bottom close to the fire. So you want to take these out, and you can just put them on a platter just like this. And this is how you would serve it, guys. Once you let it rest for about three minutes, so as soon as it comes out the oven, you can serve it just like that, nice and warm. You can always put these in the oven to warm up later at about 200 degrees. You don't want it to recook, you just want it to heat up slightly. So you can also freeze these, but I would put them in a container right now. We should put these in like a Tupperware container and then freeze them like that. But they taste great, and as you saw, it was very easy to make, nice and fresh. All right guys, so this is the color you're looking for right there, that dark brown color. All right, and we're gonna lay this on a paper towel for a few seconds just so that it can drain itself from any oils that you're picking up from this deep frying this essentially that you're doing right here. Okay, I did move it around slightly as it was cooking because I wanted to make sure that every part of your beef croquette, your kibe, is nice and cooked. Remember, we had that raw ground beef in there. But this is basically the color that you're looking for. So as I'm going to put in a few more to cook, I'm going to make that little mixture on the side that we did, the same mixture we did for our chicken croquettes. You can serve this as a dipping sauce with mayonnaise, some ketchup, and a tiny little squirt of that yellow mustard is all you need for that dipping sauce. So this is a great thing to prepare on the side, have it ready. So this way when you're ready to serve your guests, you can have your dipping sauce ready. Now you can lay a little bed of lettuce here if you'd like on your plate. If not, you can just serve it like that with a little tiny bit of mint. All right guys, so we are done with part 2 of our Brazilian party appetizers. As you can see, look how beautiful this came out. We have our kibe, which are our beef croquettes, and our
pão de queijo,
which are our cheese breads, and we made that same mayo and that splash of mustard and ketchup dipping sauce that you can do for your kibe. Your pão de queijo, you're not gonna need anything for, so your cheese bread can be eaten just like that. You do not need to dip it in this. But I'm gonna have Mom go ahead and cut that so that you guys can see. Remember, do the same thing. You can freeze these and make them ahead of time, and remember to freeze them first on an aluminum pan or a cookie sheet so that this way it doesn't lose its form, and then you can transfer them into Ziploc bags. Guys, I'm so glad that you are able to make these. They are going to be a hit at your next party. Take a look at our kibe on the inside, our beef croquettes. So as you can see right there, look how beautiful. So you have that Bulgar wheat and that ground beef. Remember, we gave you a healthy option, a substitute. You can do these with turkey inside, ground turkey. And your pão de queijo, your cheese bread, take a look at that right there. It's going to just be nice and gooey on the inside and nice and fluffy. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to my mom who passed on these recipes to you guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy it at your next holiday party or your birthday parties. Trust me, they will be a hit. All right guys, thank you for joining us. If you like this video and you like these appetizers, Leave some comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace out.